This is a motion regarding building and grounds maintenance. I move that to terminate the Sodexho agreement and authorize the administration and attorneys to negotiate terms of the termination, subject to final approval of the Board of Education, and for the reemployment of appropriate staff to provide maintenance, custodial, and stationary engineer services to the district, according to such terms and conditions that the administration deems feasible. Details of the agreement or a progress report are to be presented for board information and or approval on or before the March 2007 board meeting, with implementation for the 2006-2007 school year. I'm sorry, 2007-2008 school year. That's correct. I misspoke. 2007-2008. And it is a motion for administration and the attorneys to enter into negotiations. That's what it is. And I move that that be added to the agenda for Tuesday. Thank you.
I second the motion. Dr. Archibald?
That seems really foolhardy, given what we know about the financial situation in the district and the lack of any clear numbers attached to what you're saying, Bill. And I've read the information that's come through. There's no demonstrable cost savings from what you're suggesting. That's foolhardy, and I have not yet this evening heard any of us talk about children and focusing on student outcomes and student achievement. And this has nothing to do with that. It has to do with jobs, pure and simple. That's all that's at issue here. I think as a board we need to be focused on what's really important, and it's kids. It's not Sodexho contracts, it's not who the board office reports to, it's not any of those things. They have nothing to do with improving opportunities for children in this city. Nothing.
Board Member Jackson?
As I recall, Ms. Anderson's report at the last board meeting and the documentation that was given out, I think that it demonstrated that the present contract with Sodexho is about $1.7 million less than it would cost to have our custodial staff insourced. $1.7 million is approximately 40 teachers. Yesterday at the meeting with Dr. Danforth's commission, Dr. Borisall talked about the necessity to increase class size because of reduction in the number of teachers and staff in the district. Dr. Archibald just made it very emphatically clear that the purpose, the mission of this school district is to educate children, not to hire and employ adults who may be friends or acquaintances of board members. That is not our job. And I find it very offensive that at this particular point in time that a board member would fashion a resolution to add to the cost of auxiliary staff in this district. We cannot afford to add to the cost of auxiliary staff when for 2007 we're talking about having a deficit of close to $50 million. So I find it unconscionable that a board member would sit up here and want to put on the agenda a resolution that would hire custodians at a cost of almost $2 million at the sake of our children having class sizes above the requirement of the state of Missouri. And I'm really offended that this is coming up tonight.
Please, Dr. Fowler.
I just want to restate my comment earlier about an overall plan for the district that takes into account these types of recommendations and significant changes in the structure of the district in terms of how things get paid for, what's the appropriate time for them to take place, and how they impact what happens in the classroom. So without that sort of framework, or that sort of discussion, I think it's very difficult to make a good decision about something like this without understanding its overall impact on the district.
Board Board Member Downs.
One of the things we heard in the report yesterday at the Special Advisory Committee is that one of the 4 top problems as perceived by teachers and parents is the deterioration of the physical plant of St. Louis Public Schools. This motion aside, regardless, in order to address that, we have to spend more money on building maintenance. And even more, and as has been discussed at previous meetings of this board, in order to get control of that maintenance, to be sure that it is done properly in a timely manner and that we are keeping up our schools, we need control of the people doing maintenance. And so this motion, with all due respect to Misters Archibald and Jackson, this motion is all about the kids and all about the educational opportunities in our school, and it is entirely appropriate that we do that.
Please. Board Member Jackson.
$2 million is $2 million. And the $2 million that we're going to spend in 2006, given, I think when the state of Missouri, Ms. Jones just introduced a resolution asking parents what they thought about the state takeover. When the people at the state see that we're going to extra $2 billion on custodial services, it's going to raise all kind of red flags with them about the fiscal fiduciary responsibility of this board.
Call the question.
Roll call.
I had my hand up and I've been ignored several times.
Well, I think the question was called. I apologize.
Okay.
I mean,
I would
was
like
the
to
question?
say-
Whoa.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
guys, look. I mean, we're either. I mean, I don't think. Did you guys hear what the task force said yesterday about the board? Did you guys get any of this? Of what the survey said
I
about
understand.
the board? Can we have some
I
order
understand
on
that.
this board?
I understand that,
You
but
are
I would
out of
like-
order, Dr.
okay.
Jones. Mrs. Jones, you are out of order.
I understand
This
that.
board has totally displayed its inability to operate as a board tonight, based
No, it-
on the
I-
board member
excuse me,
speaking out
I
of
would-
line.
please, give me an
the
opportunity to
question-
speak,
No,
please.
the question was called. Can we get a roll call?
No, I would like to say that it's obvious to me that many people have not taken the opportunity to come out and to visit the schools. I, as a board member, have gone out to visit the schools. The schools, a lot of them are nasty and filthy. They are falling apart. We have gutters that are filthy. We have floors that need to be cleaned, scrubbed, and they have not been doing that. They have not sanitized the seats, not sanitized the furniture, and it's in deplorable condition, and it's about time that it stopped. I don't care. We have Sodexho that has overcharged the district, stolen equipment, double charged us, triple charged us, quadruple charged us, and that's where the extra $1 million has gone. So we need to stop playing games here. We are getting robbed. St. Louis, they owe us money, if anything. And that's what I like to say, because I have gone to the schools, and it hurts me as a parent with children in St. Louis Public School to see this continue on. The grounds look horrible. You can go right over down to Soldan, go downstairs in the basement. There is ceiling tile missing. You have all kind of deterioration on the walls. You have the side doors that have been plastered over with wood.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I guess we see that was called out of order. The board has certainly performed tonight. Board member, did you have a question?
Yeah, let's vote on
I
the
called for the vote, but there was so much noise, I don't think I could quite hear. So would you like to, I know you tried, it's kind of hard to talk over all this.